Hey everyone, I'm Heather Vitale for Harness Racing Update. I hate to sound like a broken record, but records continue to be broken this year at the 2022 Lexington Selected Yearling Sale. We're on to Session 3, but before we check out the highlights, let's hang out with Winbak Farms' Joe Thomson and Jim Ladwig as they watched a couple of their yearlings go to auction this week. So first of all, why are we sitting back here and not in the main sales ring? Is this like superstition?
Good question. It's we get to see the action. We get to see them wander around, and they walk them back. It's called a walking ring, so we get a chance to look at the horses. And then when they go inside, to me, that's where most of the buyers are going to be, and that's where they put on the show. So that's why we stay back here. We kind of like to see how the trend in the auction's going, and we like to see our horses, what they're doing when they go in. And here we can watch the prices and so forth and kind of get a good idea about how the auction's going.
American Ideal, the sire of 5 different billionaire fillies to his credit. Out of the first dam, who's a 100% producing mares, 8 prior foals. All 8 have gone to the winner's circle of the filly.
Now, this is a Mystic Belle. What do you like about Mystic Belle?
Well, I like the pedigree. I like American Ideal. He stands in New York, and this mare's been a pretty good mare for us. So pedigree's got a horse that went 150, $429,000 winner, and 334, won her 334. So it's a pretty good pedigree. Hopefully, it'll bring a pretty good buck.
You kind of have an idea of what they're going to go for. Right now, he's at 72. He's going to 75 now. Is this what you expected? What do you think he's going to go for?
I think he's selling a little better than what we thought he was going to sell for. But here, this is the best venue in the world to sell horses.
Hit number 234, designed by Kentucky Anna Farm.
So that one went for $87,000. Yeah.
I'm very happy with that. I think it was good. I think it was a good sale, but it's a nice horse, and I hope the people that bought it will do very well with it.
When you're watching the horses go in the ring, do you get nervous or anticipation, or is it just kind of you're used to it now, or what?
No, I feel nervous in anticipation. You always hope they do well, and some more than others, but you get a few little butterflies going. You want to make sure that that all your work pays off.
We're gonna hang out here for 235 as well.
That's a Chapter 7, so it should do pretty good too. So hopefully it'll do well. We'll see.
The 235's already up to 50. So Chapter 7s, of course, trotters are a hot commodity. The Chapter 7s are going for good money. So
Going slow though, Heather. It's going slow.
all right, okay.
Probably a little light on this horse. I thought it would bring more money. It's a nice Chapter 7 colt, and from a pretty good family, and it absolutely stands good. Our guys did a great job of prepping it, bringing it alive, and Jim obviously raises our yearlings. So a little disappointed in the price. So what do we do? What do we do when you get a bad price? We turn the page and look for the next one.
You know what? He read my mind. That's actually what I was going to ask. What do you do? So always the optimistic guy right here. I love it. Thank you so much, guys, for your time and for being such great sports. I mean, nothing like me sticking a microphone in your face while you're trying to sell horses for tens of thousands of dollars. But did you know that this year alone, at different auctions all over North America, Winbak will be selling a total of almost 300 yearlings? Yeah, but right now they're focused on Lexington, and so are we. This popular sale from the Bluegrass State started with hip number 367 at 2 p.m. One of the horses to light up the board was Midway Dolce. The Father Patrick filly out of Bacona Dolce with hip number 396 was purchased by Eurostall and consigned by Peninsula Farm. Moving on to another. We interrupt this regularly scheduled episode of Harness Racing Update to bring you some breaking news. I'm just getting in it now. Jack Darling has been voted into the Canadian Horse Racing Hall of Fame. I'm so excited for you. Jack, how special is this?
It really is. I mean, it hit me like a ton of bricks. It's an emotional thing. Hard to explain, really.
Were you expecting it?
Not expecting it, but I knew I was nominated, so.
Okay,
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Another thing that I know brings a big smile to your face is a Bulldog Hanover, and he is very much the it horse right now. If I am not in harness racing and I want to know what is a Bulldog Hanover, how would you explain him to me?
Well, he's maybe the best racehorse in history.
Nice.
He's a champion, yeah.
And he's racing this weekend at Red Mile, so what can we expect?
Well, we're hoping to win for one, and if it's a nice day, as far as speed, we might see something special.
Like you're talking like an all-time something special.
That's what we're hoping for.
Okay, well, we'll be rooting for you. I know that there are so many people, but you cannot walk through the sales grounds here without hearing Bulldog Hanover's name at least, 20, 30 times. It has been, so, I mean, what a blessing.
Really, I mean, the admiration for that horse is something else, and it's so sincere from these fans. Like you say, so many people come up to me, they want to talk about Bulldog and compliment him, and the look on their face and the look in their eye, like it's so real. It's really nice to see.
Super for harness racing. He's got a huge following, and I know he's brought a lot of fans to the sport as well. So, Bulldog was a $28,000 yearling, and so, wow, how do we find that diamond in the rough, so to speak?
Well, it happens all the time. I mean, the best horses I've had were right in that range, 30, 35, 40, 50. Everybody's got a chance to get a horse like, maybe not a horse like him, but a really good horse, maybe a champion. Everybody's got a chance.
Yeah, you don't have to pay high prices necessarily, and we know that there's champions coming out of this sale that are in that same price range, right?
Oh, every year it happens. I mean, when you're paying $300,000 and $400,000, you got a little better odds, but yeah, every year there's cheaper horses are the best.
Now, what have you bought this year, and how many are you going to take home?
I haven't bought any, and I'm not going to take too many home. I'm trying to keep the numbers down. At this sale, I haven't really been into it. I've been just busy with the Bulldog and media, things like this. So I think I'm going to leave here with nothing. But we've got two. We got the sale in Canada and Harrisburg, so I'll be getting a few at those sales.
So you're just going to take in the Lexington experience, as we say.
That's about it, yeah.
Yeah. And oh my goodness, I have to say I find myself kind of a fashionista, a clothes horse, as you might say. So if you need help to picking out what you want to wear for your induction into the Hall of Fame, I'll give you my number after this is over.
Good.
I would love to do that.
I'll need help, that's for sure. Thank you.
Thank you, and congratulations again.
Thanks, appreciate it.
All right, let's get back to checking out another big seller from day 3. Tony Alagna continued to stay busy during the session as he signed for hip number 419. The daughter of Captain Treacherous is a first foal of Creative Power. Gifted One went for $180,000 and was consigned by Brittany Farms. It was no surprise that a trotting filly turned a lot of heads. Hip number 528, Stella Volo, from the first crop of 6-pack, out of No I'm Not, had a price tag of $250,000. Fred Krushelninski bought the Kentuckiana Farms consigned yearling. One thing about interviewing you, Dave, I love to come up and see a smile on your face. So it was a good night.
Yeah, it was a very good night. Again, another great stress, and maybe the first 50 horses were a little rocky. I said there's been certain sailors been looking for rough waters this week here, and I think early on they might have found it. But it just seemed like as the session went on, it built momentum, and we ended up with another strong session, and just very continuous for the week. And we're rolling right along, and can't be prouder, can't be happier, and I'm really happy for everyone on the sales grounds that have been selling, and I don't see too many unhappy people, buying them. So right now we're in good shape, I think.
So what do we see with the trend? Do we see, well, I was going to say, do we see the pacers and trotters, but man, those trotters are hot.
Yeah, today, looking at the numbers just real quick, just for, looks like we're pretty even. Colts and fillies, gross dollars today, trotters and pacers pretty close to 50-50. The median was up again, consistent, I think 15%. The average was up, gross is up. We sold, I think, maybe 5 or 6 more horses tonight. So it was actually pretty consistent right across the board. But it was good to see that the gross dollars was about 50% trotters, 50% pacers. And so it was very, very strong. And I think right through 3 sessions we're around 55 million, so we're within $1 million of last year's record gross. So, full steam ahead right now. We're through day 3, and we'll come in here tomorrow afternoon and start to session 4. Then we'll wrap up on a probably going to be a very strong Friday night, session with the regional sires for sure.
How do you feel about the 2 p.m. post?
So here again, they zipped along pretty good. They had a little audio issue there, maybe 2 hours into the sale that broke the momentum a little bit. But I thought the auctioneers did a good job, picked up the pace a little bit, and we got done in a reasonable time. It's 8:30 tonight or 8:45. So the afternoon session seems to be very popular with people. And like I said yesterday in the interview, maybe we'll tweak it a little bit next year. But right now, everyone seems happy. We had the same thing right to the dirty end right here. They were standing here strong, and they ended on a high note for sure. We sold a horse for 90 or 80 or 90,000. There were 4 horses in or from the end, and it was good, very good.
All right. Well, it's awesome. Tomorrow we're going to get another wrap up, but I'm loving this week.
Yeah. No. So on a personal note, like preferred equine, as in Hunterdon, as in Kentuckiana, I think those consigners I mentioned are going to have probably record sales. And for the first time ever, I think we have to go back in history, but I think we broke a record for preferred. I think we hit the $10 million mark, and we've never done that before. So something that we can, actually that puts a smile on my face. Because it's great. It's a credit to the breeders. And like I say in the very first interview this week on Friday or Saturday, we represent so many small breeders, as does other consigners. So the Hunterdons, the Kentuckianas, the Spring Havens, the Ammo Laces, and stuff like that. It's important for the whole industry to have a good week, and I'm happy to see that. And Hanover Shoe Farms came in, and they left. They had a great sale, and All-American, and just, I'm really happy for all the consigners, and it's great for the industry. I mean, we need positive energy, and listen to anybody who's, in the Chamber of Commerce or anybody who's involved politically that can, help just. We know it's the purse money. We know it's the programs. We talked about it all week. Regional programs are strong. Midwest, East, Ontario, Kentucky. And we just got to keep it that way. And if we keep the ball rolling, and we should be in good shape for years to come. So I'm excited. I'm excited about tomorrow. Appreciate all your coverage, and appreciate everyone tuning in. We had a lot of proxy bids tonight, a lot more activity on the internet. So as we talked about, you see a trend. People may be going home, or people having to phone a friend, and as the prices come down, you get a little more activity from outside of the local area. So it's we're cooking with gas, as they say, and we're ready for tomorrow.
I'm all about the energy, and I'm all about harness racing being a huge agricultural business, as you mentioned. So thank you for everything. Oh my gosh, I can't wait till tomorrow night.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining me for this Day 3 recap of the 2022 Lexington Selected Yearling Sale. Now, remember, for complete coverage, you can always go to harnessracingupdate.com and subscribe to their newsletter. It is free. Now, of course, I'll be back tomorrow here from Kentucky, covering it all. And I'm Heather Vitale for Harness Racing Update.